Hi guys, Autumn here today to do my June weekly wrap-up number 4. I have 6 books to talk about, so I'm just going to get started. And yes, so the first one is Not Yet by Alexa Riley. This was their new release that came out on the 26th. I read this on Kindle Unlimited. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. This follows Allie and Drake, and they are step-siblings who were best friends. They met at like age 5, and then it shows them age 5, 9, like 15, and then their senior year. And where their senior year is they're not talking to each other. So yes, I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked it. I love the cover. So, and then I read Adore Me by Kelly Elliott. This is the 3rd and final book in the Austen Singles series. This follows Morgan and Blake, I really enjoyed it. 5 out of 5 stars. I listened to this on audio. It came out on the 27th of June, and yes, but basically this follows Morgan, who, her fiance dies, from suicide because he was a soldier, and when he gets back, he can't deal with, stuff that's happened to him, and he decides to kill himself. And Morgan is a therapist, and she feels guilt about him killing himself, and every year she goes to his dad's bar and drinks, and on that date she meets Blake, who is one of her brother's best friends, and he recently just moved back from Austin, or to Austin, and he also was dealing with some stuff too, and then he was drinking, so, and then Morgan offers him a night of fun, no strings attached fun, and yes, 5 out of 5 stars. Enjoyed it. And then the 3rd book that I have is the last book I read, which is Find Her by Tessa Bailey. This was the Read Me Romance podcast number 34, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So this was for this week, June 24th through June 28th, but there was only 2 parts this week, and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. This follows Hope and Johnny. Johnny is a musician in a band, and Hope is a really big fan of their band. She goes to a concert. Johnny sees her in the crowd and just stops, and yes, 4 out of 5 stars. And then the next 3 I have physical, and the first one is of Letters to Molly. I actually did finish this last Sunday, so I did read 7 books for the Romance-a-thon. So this was the 7th book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. This is book 2 in the Mason Jar series by Denby Perry. And this follows Molly and Finn, who were married, and then they have 2 kids, and then something happens in their marriage, and they decide to get divorced, and all of a sudden, letters that Finn wrote to Molly are ending up at her house, and she's reading them, and it makes them talk about all of the where their marriage went wrong, and yes, I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. Highly recommend. Yes, and I love the cover too. Then I reread HalfBlood Prince, HalfBlood by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is book 1 in the Covenant series. I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. This follows Alex and Eden, and yes, I really liked listening and rereading this. It was really fun, enjoyable. So, and then I read Cure by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is book 2 in the Covenant series. I listened to this on audio, gave this 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm excited to continue on with the series. This is a YA Gods series, so yes. And then the book I'm currently reading, I didn't pick it out, but I'll get it for you. The book I'm currently rereading is Fallen Crest High by Tijin. I'm about 50% of this, 55. I'm right here on chapter 23. This I've read a few times. I'm really enjoying rereading it. In the month of July, I would really like to finish this series. So yes, I may even be able to finish this tonight. So it would be the 7th book I read this week, but it will be the final book in June I would read, but I don't know if I'll finish it, so it's okay. But this is the book I'm currently reading, and as I said, I would really like to finish this series in July if I'm able to. And yes, but this pretty much follows Samantha, or Sam, who finds out that her parents are getting divorced and she is moving in with the Cades, who are famous in her town, and her trying to figure out what to do, who she is, and yes, this is it's like a soap opera, this book, but I'm really enjoying rereading it. I've been rereading it, and I'm like, I didn't remember actually some of the stuff that's happened, so that's why I like rereading books, because sometimes you forget stuff that happens, and you're like, wait, that happens in this book? So, yes, I'm super excited to finish this, and hopefully get to the rest of the series in the month of July. So those are all 6 books I've read, and the 7th I'm currently reading. I will have my stats for June in the coming days. Also, my stats for the second quarter of the year, and how much books I've read, and that sort of thing. So be on the lookout. I will not be posting a TBR for the month because I never do, but I am participating in the Reading Rush, and that's the 3rd week of July. So I'm super excited to participate in that, and yeah, but those are all the books I read and currently reading. If you want a full review on any of these, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to. And what are some books you read in June? Well, I'm already in July. What are some books you read in June? And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.